Sup guys, Old Shay here. In case you hadn't checked it out, we posted a spreadsheet of decks played in the IG Champion Series tournament this weekend. It's the biggest Scarlet and Violet tournament in Japan so far, with 3,200 registered players in the Masters division. And if this more accurate capture of the new meta is your jam, you can find the info under the community tab of our channel. Two games we edited for you today with some changes made on the Giratina build. Our win rate was climbing, but this deck plays kind of strange as it either crushes the opponent before they could piece together a board, or it chokes so hard we wouldn't be able to fight back in any meaningful way. Our quote for today by the great French writer Voltaire reads, "Faith consists in believing what reason cannot." We try to reason every decision we make in our games, but faith keeps us going with the next draw. Enjoy the games. Mediocre Tina start. Lost zone, some form of it. Probably Rayquaza. What else plays fighting? Two Tina, 4 gates, 3/3 energies. New deck list without water in the end of this video. Won't need lightning. Just keep drawing. We don't want to lose the only comfy to Ninja. Path to slow them down a little. Cram and comfy. Bit behind in Lost Zone, but not too bad thanks to Tina. No more bench for their cram, so we sent in comfy, but we forgot about Raikou and bench space was not really a thing since they could just scoop. Punished, no more active comfy for us. Clutch Colress. Nice net. Juicy rope. A comfy for a comfy. Fishing for more resource. The plan here is to reduce Raikou under cram range and spread remaining damage across their bench. We have shared how we tend to spend the damage for the cram range, but it's probably not the only thing to think about since we also want the possibility of KOing two smaller bench Pokemon with another Sableye attack. Specifically, putting 30 damage on Sableye builds up for a cram Sableye KO, or we can also put 20 on Manaphy for a comfy Manaphy KO. Important place to think about, especially when we are 2 prizes behind. We can bench Tina this turn since there will be no more Raikou one way or another. Now we have Gate, we can actually scoop Cram and attack with Tina. Tina is a better attacker here than Cram because we're not at risk of losing any more prize unless they set up Rayquaza. Lifesaver Chorus, but still no Tina V-Star. Sableye here is the only way for us to not lose next turn because we didn't get the V-Star. Tina's health is very dangerous and we have to KO their Sableye on the bench with ours. Push Greninja out because it's the only thing on our side capable of tanking a hit from Cram. Well, hello, who is this? And the game ends for some reason. They could be running out of energy or they had something more important to do. Nevertheless, GG. Lugia foil, but can't tell if it's Lugia until we see solid proof. Empoleon, my man. Never had the chance to say this, but Empoleon is my favorite Pokemon by a long shot. He's like the destined partner as kids have in Digimon. We're planning to feature Rapid Strike Lugia in Scarlet and Violet mostly because of Empoleon. But today it's also the last thing we want to see in their active. Now we have Path, one more way to deal with Empoleon. One to Tina for Gate, energies 3 to 4. A misplay here since Greninja is not affected by Empoleon's ability, so we should have drawn cards before playing Path. They had only 3 cards in the hand, 3 Pokemon V on the field, 2 of which weak to lightning, and we had all the energies Raikou needs to attack. So we thought it was a good idea to pull it out on the bench now. The retreat was absolutely horrendous. We could have mistaken there was a card draw, but wouldn't justify feeding a rather squishy Pokemon V to the active even if it was the case. Marnia is okay. Not too bad a draw since we get Chorus. Look at this card, stunning. We can afford to lose a V-Star here since we have another one in the deck. The things we keep are too precious. They seem to have a dead hand, so we ought to seize the opportunity and get ahead with the comfy draws. Not so much ahead though. Speeding up the game here since it's just them and us drawing some cards. We should have the edge in digging through the deck under Path since we play Lost Zone, but that wasn't the case at all since they got all the supporters. Just look at them. What kind of Lugia draws ahead of Lost Zone? They weren't doing anything about the Path though, despite drawing all those cards. Finally a net, but have to make sure we can throw the Psychic. A punch from Cram. Crobat VMAX? Is this actually a sneaky retreat Empoleon ability lockdown deck? Very close here. We can pick up that Crobat on their bench with Sableye. Also get to heal Cram. Unnecessary waste here. We should have quite a lot of energies in the deck. Punishment for not checking before recycling. We KO the Crobat here and lower the other guys to range we can reach. Now Snorlax will be able to KO Empoleon, and Tina V-Star can KO Crobat VMAX with the 280 attack. We don't like to see Zard. Another perfect research. Path is gone, and now we start tearing each other to shreds. Both sides look kinda scary, especially when we can see our hand. Lugia KOs everything, Tina KOs everything, Zard KOs everything except Tina, Raikou KOs everything except Crobat, Snorlax KOs Empoleon and Zard. It's like we were competing in an arms race, and now Path gets lifted, the Cold War phase ends, and we begin firing at each other. No more Tina V-Star, must hold on to this one. We can't risk our attackers for a single prize from Archeops. They can boss our guys out and KO as they like, but we must reserve our hits for multi-prizer. Not the end of the world, we have our guys on the board and Marnie means no boss. Empoleon comes out, cool, we'll answer with Snorlax. Kinda sucks to draw all these energies. Bit of a waste, but we have to use recycle now. Phase 1 complete, Empoleon gone. Snorlax wakes up, what a Giga Chad. Okay, they're probably pulling Tina and Serena means no Marnie. We win, GG. This is all the games for today. We'll be sharing the new list shortly after. Stay if that's what you've been waiting for this whole time. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next episode. A quick cover on the changes we made to the list. Since we removed the water energies, we included a second cram for early game firepower, particularly against opposing Lost Zone. We also added an ordinary rod to compensate for the shortage of energy. We gave the last spot to Roxanne, a late game supporter we're still testing. Some of you might notice the bird keeper we played in the first game of today's video, but that is no longer a thing because he just wasn't doing any work. And this is truly all we have for you today. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.